Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to have the MSI B350 KRAIT Gaming motherboard. Now this is something for something special. This is motherboard for something special. And I'm not going to say it because it's going to be a project and I don't want to reveal anything yet. But if you follow me on Instagram you already know everything. So there's no point of secrecy, but still. We're going to unbox it as usual. And we're going to check the design, the looks, the specification, what connectors does it have, what does it support. Well, you know it supports AMD, but you'll have to see the other stuff as well. So guys, stay tuned. After the intro we're going to talk loads more as usual about the MSI B350 KRAIT Gaming motherboard. So what's it all about? This is the B350 MSI KRAIT Gaming motherboard, as I said in the intro like 5 times already, but okay. It's AM4 socket for the AMD processors, and this is actually the first motherboard for the AMD that I'm actually going to talk about. Now, some of you might think it's a shame that this is the first, only yet and now, but why not? It happened like so for me to just unbox it, and MSI sent this over for the project, and there's going to be a processor on it right away. So let's unbox it. Let's see what specification does it have. It's actually, I'm going to talk about the box as well, because it does look really cool. It reminds me of I would say Resident Evil. If you watched the first movie, then you saw that that advanced clicker has those scratches all over the wall, and here you have a scratch all over the case. You have the KRAIT Gaming, you have of course the description of the socket and everything, blah blah blah, and on the back you have everything else, all the main features. Now you have the audio boost, you have the easy debug LED, easier way to troubleshoot stuff. You have the LAN protection, you have the Turbo M2 up to 32 gigabits per second, you have the steel armor unique design with black and white colors, and you have the DDR4 Boost as well. So with all that, what's there left to say, right? Now let's open the box and check what's inside. I mean, it is a motherboard, but let's see how it looks. I mean, as I always say, you can check all the pictures on the internet, on their official website, and this is some kind of similar to that, but still, you know, it's kind of cool to look at it as well. I know I check videos of other reviewers a lot, and I like to see when people actually do a review about it and to do a close-up and everything, which is kind of nice because people actually give their personal opinion about everything, and that is really cool. Now, this is the motherboard. Let's check what's inside. You have this kind of MSI cable comb, so you can actually write what cable is for what. So if you're trying to disconnect something or anything similar to that, you have an easy, well, it's a cable management system, I would call it like that. MSI thanks you for buying their product and choosing MSI. You have the quick installation guide. What's here also there, how to install your memory modules and how to install your CPU heatsink. Also you have the user's guide, user's manual, which is that fat book with all the information about the motherboard, how to connect, where to connect, what to connect. And also we have the DVD with the drivers and utilities, which you can also download from the internet, from their official website if you have some other computer next to it. But this is really handy. And 2 SATA data connectors, and the I/O shield cover, I/O shield that actually looks really cool, and this is what I like, because those old silver plated ones without any graphic, you know, design and anything, they're really like something like outdated. I really like this one in particular, because it does actually say everything about what's on this side, and it also says the what's this gaming series from MSI and the dragon logo and everything. So this is actually really cool, and I like these designs. Now let's go to the motherboard. The motherboard looks really nice because, as I said on the box, it has that big scratch all over the PCB board, and it gives a certain look and design, which is really cool. Now it's kind of easier to do a mod with this kind of motherboard, but still, okay, let's go to the next part. You have the big MSI logo here on the passive cooler, and we also have here the KRAIT Gaming name. Some say that is a childish way of designing because it has a childish writing, but it's actually their design, so I'm not going to complain. It has that personalization to the KRAIT Gaming, and that is it. So it has two PCI Express slots here for connecting to AMD graphic cards for the Crossfire. You have one here M2 slot for the M2 SSD, of course. Now you have loads of pins and connectors here all over the motherboard. You have 4, of course, slots for the DDR4 RAM. You have the 24 pin and 8 pin here for your motherboard and for your CPU. Let's check the fans. This is always interesting because I like checking the connectors, even though, you know, you have the fan controllers and everything. This is actually really handy because, I don't know, it's easier to connect fans here, or maybe, I don't know, everybody has their preferences. Now here you might be surprised, there's a processor already connected because I received it for the new project, and it's the AMD Ryzen 1700X, and the processor might be a bit well, it is stronger than it's supposed to be on the motherboard, because you have those specially designed motherboards for the X series, but still it's not going to be overclocked. It's just going to be for the show, and we're doing a custom build, as I said a million times, and that's all there is to it. Now let's go to the SATA and USB. Now you have 4 SATA connectors here on the side, and you have the USB 3.0 connector here as well. Now I love it, I love for the USB 3.0 that the connector is sideways, because you have those, they're actually pretty stiff, those 3.0 connectors, and you usually have to bend them like this, and you can't hide them. They look really ugly from all the cases. It doesn't matter the manufacturer, they're just designed like that, and they stick it to that, so I don't like those. Now next thing, we have the USB 2.0, and this is really cool because it has 2 connections for USB 2.0. You can connect your RGB controller, you can connect your fan controller, or anything similar to that. You have the PS2 keyboard and mouse combo, you have the USB 2.0, you have the DVI-D digital, you have the HDMI. Now let me check, this is the USB 3.1 generation 1. You have the standard RJ45, the connector for your internet. Under that you have more USB 3.1 generation 1, you have the USB 3.1 generation 3, USB 3.1 generation 2, and 6 jacks for the, well, speakers. And that's all for today. Links are below for the MSI products, so see you soon guys, bye bye, and thanks for watching.